Thank you, Member for Camden. It being 4:30 p.m, debate is interrupted for the consideration of the petition signed by 10,000 or more persons listed on the business paper. I set down the resumption of the debate as an order of the day for tomorrow. To the petition, I call Member for Kiama.
Thank you, Madam Acting Speaker. I'm delighted to be able to present the petition on behalf of residents of South Coast and Illawarra. The petition of residents of the Illawarra and South Coast of New South Wales brings to the attention of the House the proposed removal of Aeromedical services at Albion Park. The undersigned petitioners, which has been tabled in the Assembly, therefore ask the Legislative Assembly to reject the recommendation by Ernst & Young in their independent report to remove Aeromedical services from Albion Park. Independent consultants Ernst & Young were engaged to develop a 10-year strategic vision of Aeromedical for rotary wing retrieval services for New South Wales, and a final report and recommendations were provided to the Director-General in November 2012. The Ernst & Young report set out 56 recommendations covering service provision, crewing, coordination and tasking vehicles and infrastructure, governance and management and procurement in relation to medical retrieval helicopter services. This included a recommendation that the government further investigate the option of moving the Albion Park-based helicopter service and crew to the planned New Sydney helicopter base. In 2011, there were 384 primary and secondary missions from the Albion Park-based helicopter. In 2012, there were 18 missions requiring winching capacity in the area close to Wollongong. Ernst & Young's report was released for stakeholder consultation in December 2012, which was closed in mid-March 2013. Stakeholder feedback did not support the Ernst & Young recommendation and proposed that the Albion Park-based helicopter service and crew remain in Wollongong. Now, Madam Acting Speaker, there are many amongst us that have to obviously share and work with our colleagues as best we can, but all of us come to this place as local members. Nothing I read in that report at any stage convinced me that moving a helicopter service from Albion Park to Sydney would better service the residents of the South Coast and the Illawarra. When I was advised of this petition, I had the opportunity to speak with the Health Minister, and I advised her that I would be taking up a petition of residents across the Illawarra, and I did so in early January when the report was released. Assisting me in taking up this petition were members of Illawarra Rotary Clubs, and I'd like to publicly thank and acknowledge Lee Robertson from the Illawarra Rotary Clubs that helped coordinate the collection of this petition. But it wasn't just Rotary, it was many individuals who came into my office and took up this petition. And this petition, this battle, was fought in the streets and the suburbs, door by people who did not want to see this helicopter service removed. It was something that was attempted to be done by those who sit opposite when they were in government. And on this particular occasion, there was a report that was furnished, there was a process that was established, people were asked for their opinions, and they said in a resounding way, no. And the job of any local member in this place, worth their salt, is to stand up to whoever's in government, regardless of whether it's your own or somebody else's, in order to articulate your views and to make sure those views were heard. And, Madam Speaker, that is exactly what I did. I've seen firsthand the fact that this helicopter has saved lives, and there's no doubt that had we not taken up this campaign, I'm sure that there may have been a different outcome. But there would have been a different outcome also had we not had such a strident and committed Health Minister who listened to the community, who took meetings with me and received the information I presented to her. And I'm delighted that the Health Minister made not just the announcement that this helicopter would stay in Albion Park, but this government would invest a further $39.1 million into aeromedical services across the state, ensuring that on every flight there will be a doctor and nurse or doctor and paramedic, and I'm delighted with this government's decision in that regard. I attended the Emergency Services Awards Night in the Illawarra on Friday night last week, and there's no doubt that emergency services personnel were delighted with the government's response. The government's reform plan for aeromedical rotary wing retrieval services in New South Wales was released on the 17th of July 2013. The reform plan confirms that the Albion Park-based helicopter will remain at Albion Park to meet the needs of people on the Illawarra and South Coast. The Wollongong base will see medical and paramedical staff located at the base to improve time to take off. 24-hour, 7 days per week operation. Dedicated retrieval doctors available for every flight. Paramedics dedicated to helicopter retrieval. Improved training for staff. Under the reform plan, the government announced $150,000 to be funded in the 2013-2014 New South Wales health budget allocation to New South Wales Ambulance for building modifications to the Albion Park base to bring staff, day accommodation closer to the helicopter hangar and to improve response times. Madam Speaker, I seek an extension of time. Yes, there is, and if you knew your standing orders, you would understand that I can seek leave. And if you want to deny it, you can deny it. I seek leave.
How long do you require, Member for Kiama? Member for Kiama, how long do you require?
I require 2 minutes.
Is leave granted?
Yes.
Leave's granted.
Absolutely.
No, I've been denied leave by the member over there. One member of the House can deny leave. Thank you very much. I'll remember that.
Further to the petition, I call the member for Macquarie Fields.